What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica. We're back down here. Girl, thank you for clicking. Thank you for clicking on the video. Thank you for clicking on the video. Thank you clicking on the video. Thank clicking on the video. Clicking on the video. Hey, clicking on the video. Okay. You know, everything is a song, as my son says. Mommy, you make everything into a song. Yes, I sing because girl, do you understand what I'm saying, girl? The people say they keep having these conversations about comparing Chris Brown, Christopher Maurice, hit him upside the head, 1-2, restraining order, Brown on the girls, comparing him to Michael Jackson, comparing Usher to Michael Jackson. And I said, until you go into the deep, dark forces of Asia and show Usher Raymond and Christopher Brown a picture to the native people and they recognize them, then you can compare them to Michael Jackson. Until then, we don't even need to have a conversation. I don't know what y'all be talking about. Usher and Michael Jackson, what are y'all talking about? It's so unmatched that it's so unmatched. Girl, it's Michael Jackson is literally a phenomenon. It will never, ever be duplicated and no one will ever come close. Only one who has really come close is Beyonce. But I don't even know if you can take her picture into the deep forces of Asia and be like, you know who this is? And they be like, Beyonce. Do that with Michael Jackson. They'll be like, smooth criminal. And they'll be like, how do they know, girl? Where did they don't even have TVs over here, girl. How do they know who the hell Michael Jackson is? That's the impact. Okay? All right. So after that, we ain't talking about nothing, girl. Girl, I was supposed to talk about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Y'all want to talk about it a little bit? Girl, I didn't take any notes. I was bored out of my mind. I was so bored until Garcelle said, I'm out. She got the fuck up out of there. Sutton went to the dressing room and was like, oh, going in there. Sutton acting like she don't know what's wrong with Garcelle. I didn't like it. I did not like it. She was like, I don't know. Girl, girl, stop. Girl, shut up, Sutton. Shut up. And then how she said the girls didn't smile at her. Well, we're not exactly at a what Kyle said, we're not exactly at a birthday party, but still, if there's a level of friendship, you still might crack a little smile. I don't know. I haven't been in that situation. It depends on the severity of, of the issue. I may not I may go like this. Girl, I might give you the 0-1-2, girl. But she said, not one of those people smiled at me. And then Kyle was like, did you smile at them and they didn't smile back? She said, it don't even matter, girl. It doesn't even matter. We're not even trying to analyze that. I understood what Garcelle was coming from. It's like nothing I say makes y'all happy. So I can say anything. Even when I take accountability for what I said, y'all still don't have a problem. It's really Dorit and Erica that Garcelle cannot deal with. I think she could be cool. I think she'll end up, her and Kyle will get back together again. But Erica, girl, they showed a shot of Garcelle cutting her eyes at Erica. Ooh, when her and Sutton were talking about how they still get along, we're gonna get along, we're gonna try to do better. That's how Garcelle looked at Erica. I was like, ooh, that's why on the Watch What Happens Live, she was like, F Erica, girl. It was funny because she was like, okay, they haven't had a group picture in a couple of seasons, right? Because I think Sutton left last season because she passed out, and I don't remember before who it was. And so at the beginning of the reunion, Garcelle says, I hope that we have a group picture at the end. But as time went on through the night, when it was time to take the group picture, Garcelle was like, I'm out. Andy was like, okay, let's take the group picture. He was happy. He was like, okay, let's take the group picture. They had, given each other toast and everything like that. Garcelle didn't clink nobody's glass but Jennifer Tilly. I think she might have clinked Kyle's, but it was off camera. You couldn't see. But Kyle was like looking at everybody, giving them a toast. And Garcelle only did a toast with Jennifer Tilly, and she took a sip. And then Andy was like, okay, let's get the group shot. And Garcelle was like, I'm out. Andy was like, oh no, for real. It was like a little kid being disappointed. Somebody said it was like when, like, if you're in a group of friends and one person feels like y'all are picking on them, but you don't really recognize it until they get upset, and then you're like, oh no, were you really mad? You That's how Andy was. Oh no, are you for real? Did you see how excited he got when Kyle said she was looking at a house across the street from Lisa Vanderpump? He was like, oh my God, you got to buy the house. That would be so good. He was like, that would be so good for me. He was all excited. Yeah, he loves the mess. When I tell you, Andy loves the mess. Andy loves the mess. He loves like a soap opera, dramatic. That's his thing. What else happened? Kyle talking about her exploring her sexuality and how it was funny because she couldn't get her words out, poor thing. She was like, well, because and she's worried about what her kid. I don't understand how you are worried about what your children will think. Like, I feel like Kyle uses her kids as like a scapegoat a lot. I feel like that because this thing where you can kind of hide behind being a mom and having to protect you're literally about to be an empty nester. Your last daughter is on her way out. You cannot use them as an excuse of why you're not living your life. You have no excuses, no hurdles. You can literally explore the things you want to explore. If you want to be a lesbian, be a lesbian. That's all Garcelle was trying to say. And you wanted to make it seem like Garcelle was embarrassing you, tried to embarrass you. She's like, girl, that was a lie. Like, what are you embarrassed by? Why would that be embarrassing? Why would you be embarrassed by that? You're not comfortable. Why would your children have a problem? And then Kathy Hilton was like, I told Paris and Nikki about it, and they were like, girl, what's the problem? And then she was like, even Rick, like, girl, don't nobody care about that kind of stuff. Girl, what are you holding on to? I gotta tell my children, and because I need to tell. Girl, shut up, Kyle. Shut up. Just shut up. And this thing where you don't want to talk about Morgan, but Morgan is it. Girl, whatever. Explore your next chapter. That's what we're gonna see. A lot of people don't want Kyle to come back because if you're not going to be forthright in what's happening in your life, even though you don't have to introduce all the characters in your life, you can talk about what's going on in your life. Her and I, you could really even talk about Morgan without ever mentioning her name and still talk about your relationship with her. You can even change the say them. I mean, like, literally, and where I just talk about her, talk about them. You know how people, they don't want you to know the gender of the person. That's why I don't understand when people be playing that game. Let a motherfucker who's cheating on somebody and they with somebody they not supposed to be with. Let me tell you how fast they eliminate all of the genders in the room by saying they. Oh, they over there. Who is they? Who you talking about? Them. They over there. Don't worry about. You ask a woman about a man about a woman, they will completely remove their gender. Who you over there with? Oh, they over there, they right there, and be a bunch of women over there. They over there. Oh, they know how to change a pronoun, motherfucker. They know how. They over there. Somebody said we ain't never seen Kenya work on RHOA ever. What are you talking about? That's crazy as hell that you would say that. We saw Kenya. We even on down to her Life Twirls On pilot that she had. Remember, girl? What are you talking about? We've seen Kenya work. What are you talking? That's so weird. When did Sally end their partnership with Kenya over what happened with Briscoe? Girl, don't nobody. Girl, y'all really be in the comments, not showing your face and just lying, just sitting there lying. And that's so, like, I don't understand. I don't understand the psychology behind that. Just lying, not showing your face, just lying, just telling lies. So what were we doing? What were we talking about? I don't remember. We were down to the blogs, honey. Let's go back down there. Let's see.
I sponsor the now. Yes. I sponsor the blog. Let me tell you something.
Let's go to the Jasmine brand and see what's happening down there. I don't know what the girls are fighting. The girls were fighting in the thread. I'll be starting a conversation and the girls will be in the thread fighting. Every now and again, when it gets too much, I'll just go and delete the whole thread. I'll just remove it. Like, shut up, because I keep getting notifications and y'all going back and forth about nothing. Especially when they go into like the next day. I'm like, girl, what are y'all talking about? I just be like, okay, conversation over, delete. I'm gonna delete the whole thread because y'all getting on my nerves. I'm not even in the conversation anymore. Girl, at all. Y'all act like Grillz came from, that's so crazy. Y'all be crazy as hell thinking everything. You don't think that it's odd. Okay. Social media debates cultural impact of Grillz after Heinz Brazil's new ad campaign. And I'll show you some of the images. It says for Heinz Brazil new campaign, they designed grills that open the sauce packets easier. And that's funny. The most popular culture in the world. African Americans have no culture, yet all I ever see is our culture plastered everywhere. Why you have to? I think that we have to come out of saying that because that's not true. What are you talking about? What culture is in these pics? Being obtuse and pretending the way grills are displayed and used today is not popularized by African American culture is hilarious. We know gold caps have been used throughout history to replace teeth as a whole. What this is not that. Try again. Grills aren't American culture. Oh, this person said grills aren't American culture. The Etruscans, ancient Italians, and Mayans all used grills as early as 800 BC. Black Americans didn't start using grills until the 70s and 80s. Grills are not American culture. Y'all only appropriate our culture when it's beneficial for y'all. Otherwise, this would have been deemed ghetto or hood, pathetic. Where would companies be without Black culture? You can literally do a Google search and find out when grills started, where it started, and you will see how ancient it is to put gold on your teeth. Is it popularized in culture? Yes, but it's not something that is new. And then where do you think your idea of putting gold in your mouth was passed down from? Right? Now, when you might freak it, right? But also gold, inlaid, turquoise, all kind of stones and stuff in their mouths. You can go back and actually look at it. So I think when the way that we see it is like, oh, we made it popular. Even if you made it popular, it doesn't mean that it hasn't always been in culture, right? So I don't know, deeming it ghetto or hood or whatever. Everybody wears grills. I'm about to get me some. I'm about to get me some. I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna be like, bling, and you'll be like, Erica, no. I'm gonna get a little thing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Like Mary J. Blige, okay? Mary J. Blige has her little go-to. All I really want is to be happy. She be looking like she's about to fall down. Mary be like, girl, what time is it? And the love and love, it'll be so sweet. All I really want. Let her go too. Yeah. I'm from the stars, from the sweet Lord above. I know the answer. You think you love, you only see what you wanna see. And all I see is me for you and you for me. I cannot hide the way I feel inside. Okay. Okay, I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back. You know it, and I can see it in your eyes. Oh, Diva's calling me Diva. Diva, motherfucking lady. Diva, I'm recording a video. Would you like to? Would you like to be on the panel?
Yeah.
What would you like to say to the girls?
Stop bread eating.
Who is that? We don't know who that is. Who is that? You mean brisket eating, girl? Bartholomew eating? Binoculars eating. Come on, Bonquisha eating. Bed bug eating. Girl. Binoculars is funny. That is really funny. Come on, binoculars.
What are you talking about?
I was just talking a little bit about Nene's show and how the people are how the people are coming to Nene's show and they're interviewing her. Like, what the fuck, girl?
She have all that goddamn makeup on her lips.
I don't know. It's like she has like foundation on her lips. That's what it looked like.
It's like, girl, what are you doing?
I don't know, but she changed her little like her thumbnails and stuff like that. It's better. I like the black and gold better than it was like white and other colors. I like the black and gold. It goes with her personality.
I wonder if she's gonna have Kenya on there.
Cynthia says she called her to be on there. See what they talking about. I didn't watch the interview with Latasha. I heard her answering questions about Candy when they said, who would you rather have seen, Candy or Ashley? And she said Ashley.
Ashley Darby. She's what? Ashley.
Nene had never seen it for Candy.
She didn't never seen it for Candy. Mm-mm. She didn't like Nene didn't like Candy because Candy had more weight than she did.
I was just talking about that earlier in the video. That's why she had a problem with Candy and Kenya because they both had a story before Real Housewives. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was she couldn't stand it.
And that's the only reason why Candy did that damn "Tardy for the Party" song to spite Nene because Nene was talking shit to Kim Zolciak so bad.
Speaking of Nene, I was hollering. I don't know if you saw it, I sent it to you when they were arguing in Greece. And you remember when Nene wanted to talk to Kenya? Nene wanted to talk to Kenya, and Kenya was paying her best to want to talk. And then Kenya was like, "I really think," she said, "You know what? I don't got time. I stole her man. I fucked her man. I stole her baby."
Yeah, I remember that. I remember. Those are the good old days. Those were the good old days. Now they bringing in these hood bitches who want to shoot women. They got to put metal detectors at the front of every scene. They got to pat the bitches down when they come to work. Girl, that's a mess.
Because I got pistols and whips and shit.
Girl,
I always keep it on me.
Girl, you gonna learn today? She said you gonna learn today. Girl, she's learning today because all the people are putting out their damn stories about her and that insurance fraud. I said, oh.
Right, she's melted. You're melted. That shit didn't go how you wanted to go, baby girl.
She said that that the girls are obsessed with her.
Who's obsessed with her?
That's what Britt Edie said, honey. Briscoe. Fucking.
I'm gonna tear her ass up.
Boom cat.
I'm so sick of Biscuit. I'm like Kai. What Kai said about Trina, that bastard hound.
I was actually right when I was coming. I was trying to warm myself up, so I was dancing to "Get Up" by Sierra. The way you look at me, I'm feeling you.
Yeah.
Huh? I should do drag.
Yeah.
Ooh, I need to come up with a drag queen name. Diva, what's your drag queen name?
My drag queen name.
You have one?
Shamika Gonzalez Dupree.
Shamika Gonzalez Dupree. Come on, bitch.
Yes.
I need a good drag queen. Is there a drag queen name generator? Hold on, let's see. You can also use a strip name formula, which involves your first pet's name and the first street you lived on. Girl, that's your porn star name. Everybody knows that. That's not your drag queen name. But I have a good porn star name. Okay. But what about yeah, let me see. Stripper or the stripper name formula. Okay, let's do a generator. Okay, drag queen generator. And I like lady. Because I'm a motherfucking lady. Okay?
Come on, lady.
Lady Ophelia Fox. Ooh. Come on, Ophelia Fox. Yes, that's cute. Lady Ophelia Fox. That's cute. Mm-hmm. With 3 X's. Ooh. A dirty girl. You a nasty girl.
You a nasty girl.
You are a nasty girl. Let's see. Okay, Diva, let me go so I can finish making my video, my second video of the day. I will call you back.
All right.
All right, bye. It says, okay, let's talk about this. Rotimi, what's his name? Okay, actor Rotimi. I never know how to pronounce his name. Rotimi. Rotimi claims his wife was offered witchcraft to boost a music career, calls juju, voodoo, and black magic hyper real. So this was on the Spiritual Words IG page. So let's listen to what he has to say because I made a comment. So let's listen to what he has to say. Oh, girl. Okay.
There's like
okay.
When you're powerful and more powerful than certain men, it can kind of make it be like, if you don't go with anything that they say, she's this, she's that, she's that, she's da 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 da. So, and she didn't sacrifice herself with witchcraft,
right?
And for real, like right. She's been approached to elevate to the next level.
Oh, that's a real thing.
Oh, that's a real thing, bro. That's a real witchcraft, voodoo, juju, all of that is a real thing.
To get to the next level in career.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. Yes. Wow. It's a real thing. So she's been presented opportunities like, hey, this is what we do. This is how we move. This is the things that you have to do to get to this level by top execs. And she was like, I'm not with it. And then also she wasn't going to sleep her way to the top. So then it caused her, and she didn't have management really for real. So and she's to the point where it's like, I'm drunk, man. I got a drink to get out my head and just find peace. And that with the liquor brought depression. So at that point, she was like, "This is not me. I love the music, but I hate the business." And she's just like, "I can't do it anymore." So that was how she kind of let it go. But yeah, witchcraft, warlocks, and voodoo, juju, black magic, all of that is hyper real. That's what made me even believe more in God.
Right. It's so crazy because you get desensitized to it because you will see like the interviews and there's people telling the stories.
But that's what they want you to do, though.
Right.
Yeah, that's the mission. Like the devil, the enemy he can't lie to you for real. He got to tell you what it is and you choose to believe it or not. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this person drinks goat blood. Yeah. But I told you that it did. And it's not hiding it. It's just, you just desensitized to it that, no, this is a real thing. You know what I mean? And so that's just the ways of the devil. So that's just the ways of the devil.
So it says, actor Rotimi revealed in a recent interview that his wife, a rising music artist, was approached with offers to engage in witchcraft to advance her career. He described practices like juju, voodoo, and black magic as, quote, hyper real, emphasizing their perceived influence in the entertainment industry. Rotimi's comments have sparked discussions about the intersection of spirituality and fame. And then here are some comments. The illest part is believing a blonde hair, blue eye European man as your savior isn't witchcraft and black magic. Witchcraft is real, but Jesus is realer. It is real, but also Jesus is real. When you belong to God, no demon can touch you, and that's on my Father. No weapon, spell, vex, hex formed against me will ever prosper. If he's telling the truth, I don't think getting on a podcast and telling the world is the safest thing to do. We wrestle not with flesh and blood, but with spirits and principalities. The book of Matthew legit says not to gain the world and lose your soul, but seek ye first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, and all things shall be added unto you. Don't sell your soul. Music industry is full of these kinds of activities. It's not even just magic either. Y'all are crazy. Beyonce has witchcraft all throughout her music and videos and performances. All y'all got to do is look it up. What she's saying and the things she's doing in her videos to know that it's witchcraft. How did Beyonce get? Oh, because he's talking about the industry. I love how people are exposing how the enemy works. The ways of the ancestors, but they call it devil's work because the people who run the program told them it's devil's work. I said, let me go back up. Yeah, it's a real thing, and it was around and practiced way before your male-centered father god religions that pushed you into submission, assimilation, and oppression. Now the lot of you believe that your salvation and success is in the hands of a male deity. It doesn't matter anyway, because when Black people attain any level of success, they think you sold your soul, because your father God tells you that your rewards are in the afterlife. That's what I said. So shall we move on? Let's move on. Y'all get down in the comments and let me know what you think. I'm sure there's a lot of opinions. Please be respectful. Okay. Bad Girls Club, Baddies. Tiara from the original Bad Girls Club gave her opinion on baddies. I was just saying this the other day about baddies. She says when Natalie started the show, it wasn't about fighting. It was supposed to be about how we've changed, showing our businesses and things of that nature. I'm not knocking her or anybody because they're in their bag, but my kids are older and I would like something more solid. Entertainment plus a little scaffold here and there, like Real Housewives. I literally just choked a bitch out until she was saying, I can't breathe. So I've gotten worse because Bad Girls Club, but I'm not interested in something where all they do is fight and nothing positive. Great entertainment, just not my ideal cup of tea. So we talk about like Zeus and those types of shows where it's like a constant ignition, like they have their key in the ignition of your nervous system, and not only for the women involved but for the people watching, um but for the women involved, right, to be in a constant fight or flight mode, your nervous system out of whack, you drinking like crazy, and it's just like, and it's like, why are you mad? Why are you so mad? What's really, like, what's really going on, girl? Like, why are you so mad? And you're like harming not only your physical body with the, like, all you guys do is go to clubs, because I was like, I really don't understand what Baddies is about, but fighting and doing club appearances, and I'm just like, it's so, just like, it's literally, I mean, there's a frequency right on the dial, and it's a low frequency. It's very much a constant state of your no, your heart is like like the girls don't know what's going on. They can get jumped from behind, beat up at any moment. It's like, why would you want to put yourself through that? What is being accomplished in this show? How do you find it entertaining? The fighting, and then the women, like, I don't know, I don't know how, I don't even know, like, for me, I couldn't deal with that, like, to be feeling like I need to be like in survival mode all the time. I can't, oh, I just can't even imagine. I said there's nothing remotely beneficial for your nervous system to be in constant fight, flight, or freeze mode. The original Bad Girls Club, yeah, they were, quote, bad, but the girls actually did tasks and had to get jobs. So now that they're older, you would expect that more than club appearances and fighting and being drunk all day, getting cirrhosis of the liver is now what people are watching for entertainment. It's gross. Judy is in the comments with her little wand. She got the voodoo for you bitches. Not only that, they had a therapist and were focused on healing and helping the ladies set up a plan for the future. Not a female fight club, no storyline. I don't know how y'all watch, but God bless. I have nothing against baddies. I've never watched an episode a day in my life, but I'm speaking for me. I'm not knocking anybody else's hustle because they're definitely getting to the bag. Drama sells. But are they? Are they really getting to the bag? And does that bag have a little hole on the bottom of it where while they are getting money, it's a lot of it, it's like falling out of the bag? You understand what I'm saying? And like the girl said, I want like where I have a little scaffolding over here. I'm building over here. I'm building over here. Y'all not even, what are y'all doing? Because when it's all said and done, when you get tired of fighting and your fucking bones hurt, girl, how long are you going to fight? Girl, all my life I had to fight. And then what? And then what? And then what? Even the original Bad Girls Club, like I said, remember they used to go and do tasks. They used to have to go to work in the day and do stuff and go get jobs and stuff like that. They had to do something. Now I get it. These women are going to clubs now. They're doing club appearances. But what else? And then the constant drama. I guess that's, they do the drama online and people are entertained by it. And it's no shade, but it's just like for the, not the people watching, but more so for the people involved. It's like, girl, y'all don't be tired. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. Trust me, I get it. I've just grown, but I see clips on here all the time and they're knocking teeth out, snatching out braids. I'm good. My kids are older and I prefer something much more subtle, if you catch my drift. My daughter is in middle school now and I hate to do anything to embarrass her, and all the kids at her school know me from BGC. Please understand, I did BGC over 15 years ago. So please keep it cute. Thank you. Click the link in my bio for bundle deals. 3 for $300 she's selling. And this is Tiara from Bad Girls Club. But she has her business. She has her little hair business. She has kids. And it's just like, okay, like there's a time in your life where, I don't know, there's just, for some girls and boys, they just want to fight all the time. And then it's like, why aren't we trying to figure out why they want to fight all the time? What the fuck are you so mad about? Girl, it is not that hard. It really isn't. Not that hard to where you want to fight everybody. And over what? What do y'all be fighting about? What is this? Does anybody know what they're fighting about at the end of the day? And I can't just imagine just my daily life being consumed with, yeah, we come and talk about it, but like when we think about the actual people that we're watching, like they're like, it's like it's weird. And then Natalie running around looking like the circus is coming to town. She looks a mess. And then to know how, I don't know, Natalie, I don't know. She be looking crazy as hell. She be looking crazy as hell. Right. She's right. Bad Girls Club was lighter and had a rehabilitative feel to it. The girls were fighting, they didn't get along, but they all stayed in one house. I don't know what it is. And maybe they were younger, and these I don't know how old these women are. I saw Mariah Lynn. Mariah Lynn, get your old ass. Tommy Lee, get y'all, what the fuck? Like, when do y'all come out of that? Tommy Lee was just on the blogs the other day talking about she got into an argument. I'm like, how do you go through life getting into just arguments with random people? Like, what are y'all? I don't understand what the, and then y'all be, girl, it's all energy. Protect it. Because, girl, why in the hell do you, every time you go out, you getting into it with somebody? What is that about? And then you're like, record, I don't know, it's weird. Everything is for, I guess everything is for this moment here, I guess. When do the new episodes of Black Mirror come out? Isn't Tracy Ellis Ross in one of the episodes? I can't wait. Ooh, I can't wait. She's right. It started out like being Real Housewives, but BGC ladies. That was the plan. But then Tanisha stepped away and Baddie South happened, and the network saw how engaged people were with the fights and drama, and it shifted into what we see now. Okay. So, what else was we talking about? I think that's it. I don't know how much we have. I don't know how much we have to go. So, what else is we talking about, child? I don't know. We just talking about whatever. So, let's go to the Jasmine. Did we go to Jasmine brand today? We did Jasmine brand. We did Bravo Shade Room. Let's go to Hollywood Unlocked. Little Wayne says he did not watch Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance. No longer wants to headline the show. They stole that feeling. It's always someone outside of you. Not that your performances and your shows look crazy as hell. And do you even know what the fuck you be talking about? Shout out to Little Wayne. Shout out to Little Wayne and his contributions, but they took the feeling away, he says. Little Wayne is keeping it real, and this time he's opening up about a moment that still hits deep. In the new interview with Rolling Stone, the legendary rapper revealed a lot, including his real feelings about the Super Bowl snub. Was it a snub? How many times has the Super Bowl been in New Orleans? Girl. So when they didn't ask you, or so when the last time they were out there, Jay-Z wasn't the thing, wasn't doing the thing, wasn't the head of the thing, the the halftime show. He wasn't the secretary for the halftime show. Girl, I don't understand. Was it a snub? Girl, I don't even. Girl, Wayne kept it 100 and said he didn't even watch the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl halftime performance.
Girl, shut the fuck up.
Instead of tuning in, he chose to kick back, smoke, and play pool with fellow rapper Little Twist. He peeped the TV for a second, but when he saw what he saw didn't move him. There was nothing that made me want to go inside and see what was going on, he admitted. For context, this all went down during the Super Bowl held in New Orleans, Wayne's hometown. The halftime show spotlight landed on Kendrick Lamar, who was flying high off his viral hit, Not Like Us. Fans across the board had mixed reactions. While many celebrated the win for Kendrick, some were loud about the fact that it should have been Wayne's moment, especially with it being in the 504. But now, months later, Wayne's not just over it, he's uninterested. But girl, hey Siri, how many times has the Super Bowl been in New Orleans?
The Super Bowl have won 3 championships.
Girl, what the fuck? Did that even answer my question? That was Siri, huh, girl? How many times has the Super Bowl been in New Orleans? It says as of the Super Bowl, the last Super Bowl in 2025, February 2025, New Orleans has hosted the Super Bowl 11 times. So why is this the moment when he feels has he why is this the moment that he feels snubbed? Why? Is it because he expected Jay-Z to choose him for the moment? Because I don't understand what Lil Wayne, I don't understand it. I'm confused by why he feels like he was snubbed. I don't understand. Out of these 11 games, 8 of them have been held at the Superdome, while the first 3 were held at Tulane Stadium. New Orleans' consistent presence in the Super Bowl rotation is attributed to its warm climate, vibrant culture, and the city's proven ability to host large-scale events successfully. So I don't understand why he feels like, I mean, if it's been there so many times, why is it this the time that you feel like you were snubbed? Why didn't you feel like you were snubbed the last time it was at the girl? I don't get it. He's still on that. I swear him and Drake gotta let be what? I swear him and Drake got to be the same female. And it's so crazy how when men just act the way that they act, how you attribute their behavior to being like a female in order to insult them. Like their behavior is so silly. It's like being like a woman. Girl, no, they being like men. That's how men act. What are y'all talking about? Why? I don't understand. Okay, I'm not going to understand it. He's acting like they're going to ask him to do the show. Let it go. You need to let it go with like you need to let go of them dreads. Keep it cute. When it comes to Wayne, we're not doing that. Ask your daddy Trump to headline his next MAGA rally. Don't blame the Super Bowl. The drugstore is not filling. What? You are never a candidate. It was great. You should have watched. Who wants to watch someone talking gibberish? This nigga still crying over an opportunity that wasn't given to him. This is crazy, right? I like, were you even in the running? And why do you think that you deserve to be in the running just because? And like, aren't there's so many New Orleans or people from New Orleans who could be hosted, right? I mean, like who can host, but that's not just, it's not about just being from New Orleans. There's other factors on why someone is chosen to perform at the Super Bowl. Girl, I'm not talking about this with Lil Wayne. Girl, bye Lil Wayne, Lil Weezy. Because Boosie wants to know why successful black men go date white women. So remember, we were just talking about how men really operate for the approval of men. So they're the way that they move through life, like they love and worship men just as much as you love and worship men. So they move through life. I'm on a kitty cloud. I am. So they move through life performing for other men. It's always a performance for from other men. We just talked about that, right? So let's see what he says. Boosie, girl. I think it's funny because I want to read some of the comments, but let's see. Hold on, let me copy this because I don't want to lose it. Okay. Why do so many successful SUCCESSFUL black men date white women? Space question mark. Did y'all role models date white women? Space question mark. Were y'all raised to like white women? Space question mark. What white women do that black women don't do? Space question mark. I've been meaning to for a minute now. What's wrong with the black women? They're always trying to, first of all, they're always trying to triangulate black women and white women. And for I feel like for the last 5 to 7 years, I think black women are coming out of the coming out of being able to be triangulated with white women.
But we don't care.
Like, girl, because we know that says we know they get the same black man. We know they get the same black man. So there, you cannot triangulate us. But if you are a woman who is male centered and running around thinking female, you don't get along with females and all this other stuff, then you're going to still try to compete with women for the attention of men. So it's easy to triangulate white women and black women if the black man centers himself once again as the reward. Why do black men choose white women when they're successful?
Tired ass, po ass, raggedy ass, slow ass niggas.
I don't care. Like, I don't care. Girl, I do. I do not care. But the women, there are women, still women who do, and they are easily triangulated. And black men do this all the time. And then it just all is always in the comments, them going, watching, just watching, like watching. watching them go back and forth, just watching. Look at the black women and the white women go back and forth, and I'm the prize and all this. And nobody is getting any different treatment. So it's just like, girl, please. So don't allow yourself to be triangulated with that. But going back to men operate for the approval of other men, I have a theory, and I'm sure that some of you have a theory that might be similar to that. But he said successful. He's not talking to a few of y'all that's answering the question. I'm glad a successful black man said something. Why does it matter to you? Why aren't you married to none of your baby mamas? You have about 7 of them. 80% of black men are married to black women. Don't let social media fool you. Well, that's only of the 29% of black men who actually get married, because the majority of black men never marry in their lives. I just had to fix that, right? Shit, I want to know too. Boosie really don't give a fuck and ask the tough questions. We want to know also, Boosie. Tell us the answers. Why does it matter? If they're happy, let it be. I said, this is my theory, because black men want the attention and approval of white men. But since they don't want to do that gay shit, they will partner with the woman who is closest to that man without being with that man. Or so I've heard. And what did Kanye tell you? The success, that's to the next, going up to the next level, the peak power position, right? But you have to uphold heterosexuality, but to get as close as you can to the approval of white men, and then feel like you got. Nick Cannon said something similar to that, like, oh, we can get your women now, we can take your women now, and that old slave bullshit that they be talking. They think it's a reward, and it's really trying to get as close as they can without doing that gay shit. That's my theory. What y'all think? I be having these crazy theories down here. What you think? What you think? Okay, let's see. I think it's time to go. All right, I'm out of here, y'all. Take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments.